Most likely you heard it that whether you believe you can or cannot do this, you're right. And this saying suggests that all you have to do is to believe. Hi, I'm Ilya Basko. For the most of my life I've been turning clarity into currency, and I do believe two things. Thing number one is that the world is very simple, and thing number two is that most of the people are good. In the next 5 minutes I'll show you what this "it's all in your mind" notion really does to your perception and how it creates loops that you mistake for reality. Let me show you how belief loop works. Say you believe that some girl is in love with you. Now, any lyric all of a sudden becomes personal. Any glance becomes a sign. Any coincidence looks like a confirmation. But let's think careful about this. If you believe them, but what if she is not in love with you? Same with doctors. Let's say you believe that certain doctor is a good one, and then you go to do a mammogram at you're 40 years old if you're female, and then doctor does test and the test is positive. And you ask him, like, how confident you are in this test? And he says 72%. And how confident you are in the diagnosis that you have cancer? He says 95%. All while the reality of this, like what this really means, 72% means if you have cancer, then test will correctly identify the cancer, but it's if you have it. And then this 95% doesn't mean anything. In reality, and math is complicated, but in reality what it means is that even if you go to a doctor at 40 years old for the mammogram and the test is positive, the chance that you really have a cancer is less than 1%. And this number is so startling that U.S. association that recommends certain treatments or procedures or going to doctor stopped. It's actually stopped in 2009, recommending for the women to go to doctor for the mammogram at 40 years old. Well, because imagine that you have, doctor tells you 95% chance that you have a cancer when you don't, when in reality chance is less than 1%, and you go over the treatment. But don't take my words as, don't go to the doctor or don't believe doctors at all. In case you have, you part of the high risk group, like some of your relatives already have the breast cancer, then you're high risk, then you have to go to the doctor, but you have to know the difference. As I said, I'm not your guru, I'm not your Morpheus. Don't believe anything I say. All while I urge you to think long and hard about the two examples I gave you. And once you start seeing this, it's pretty much impossible to unsee that how all of your reality is built out of these belief loops. And just drop me a line below if you want to discuss it. Thank you.